Hello fellow maulers, this is Ron's Trains and More, back with another video. I just thought I'd show you guys a steam, HO scale steam locomotive I got yesterday. This is a 482 Mountain, Chesapeake in Ohio, and it's made by Mehano, or IHC. I got an excellent deal on this engine. I paid 20 bucks for this thing, and I looked it up. These things are running. The one I found was sold for $150, so it's just an insane deal I got on this thing. But yeah, these things are flywheel driven. They're just excellent locomotives. Yeah, if you guys ever get a chance to get any IHC steam locomotives, or Mehano, or even AHM, they're all good steam locomotives. And it's weird because normally it's the other way around. The diesels are pretty good, but I never had much luck with their diesels. But the steam locomotives are just excellent. But yeah, this is a great engine. I mean, this thing runs like a fine Swiss watch. I mean, it runs perfect. It's just such a good engine. And I've been in the trains for, God, 30 plus years. You know, different scales of model trains, and I tell you, this is about one of the best running HO steam engines I've ever had. I mean, this thing, it runs so smooth. And I got a lot of cars behind it too. It's a pretty heavy train. I'd say it'd pull another 10. Honestly, I know it would. It's got a Vanderbilt tender. Yeah, it says Mehano underneath the tender and the locomotive. But I looked it up, and the only Chesapeake in Ohio 535 I could find was an IHC Premier. It's in a purple box. So this is the Premier IHC one. It actually came with a bag of detail parts too. You could install on it yourself. But this one here didn't have the box. Somebody had already put the detail parts and all that on it. But man, this thing, I mean, it is just nice. I collect pretty much all Tyco, but there are some other HO items I'll get too, you know, if I can get them cheap. Really, I was building a 1980s era train layout here. There's something like you'd see somebody build in the 70s and 80s, maybe early 90s, you know, mainly 70s and 80s though. But so you know, I'm gonna collect any vintage HO really and run on here. So, but yeah, this is just a great steam locomotive. I'd highly recommend picking one of these up.
You sure look like you need help.
I mean, and it is so detailed. And this is an IHC. It's just crazy how detailed it is. It's got the, I'm not actually sure what CNO called those, but you can definitely tell it's a CNO because it's got the high mounted number boards, high mounted bell. It's got those air pump cylinder things, whatever those are. It's got the low headlight. I always loved how CNO steam engines look though. I mean, you can see this thing is pretty detailed. I got this thing for $20, $150 steam engine for 20 bucks. Just crazy. This came from an old man too, and he said he didn't think it had ever been run. And honestly, I don't think it has been. It does have a wire that runs from the locomotive to the Vanderbilt tender. Yeah, it does have a Vanderbilt tender. But it's not tender driven, of course. It's, you know, it's driven, all the motor and everything's in the engine. But I think that's how it gets its power, you know, from the tender possibly. Well, and the both working together. But you know, you hook the wire up. Of course, it's got the drawbar there. But yeah, this is number 535, and from what I understand, the CNO Railroad actually did have these mountains, and they did have the 535. So it's pretty much just like a prototype locomotive, and it had a Vanderbilt tender. But I don't know if you guys can see it, the lettering on this thing is actually cool too. It's a little bit reflective. It's like shiny, sort of like reflective tape. It's kind of neat how it's reflective like that though. I like that. I thought that was neat about it. But of course, it's got the 12-wheel Vanderbilt tenders here. I always like those Vanderbilt tenders. But yeah, this is a 482 Mountain.
This is Carl.
And I'll tell you, it'll pull a long train too. This thing, at every speed I've tried it at, it's just been so smooth, like a fine watch. But yeah, I'm still collecting the taco and everything, but there is a few others I'm going to collect and run on this layout. 1980s, on up stuff. You know, probably 90s there is where I'll stop on a lot of them. I wanted this to be strictly a taco layout, but I am going to run other stuff on it on occasion, such as this IHC locomotive here. But yeah, the layout's coming along pretty good. I did a recent video, you guys can go back and check that out, but I finally got my freight and loading depot working really nice. I wish I would have done a video on that, how I done it. There was actually a piece under it, I had the super glue, but once you do that, there's a little steel rod in there that slips, and it makes it where it doesn't operate. But if you glue that little piece where that rod don't move, then it's perfect. There's an arm under there that swivels. You just put a dot of glue under there, and this thing will just keep working, and you'll never have problems with it. I'll see if I can make a video on that and show you guys what I'm talking about. But yeah, this layout, it's came along pretty well. I don't know if I'm keeping this layout though. I plan on building a bigger taco layout. I just kind of built this one to have some fun with right now and collect some taco trains, but I'm going to be moving soon, and I'm planning on building maybe a 4x8. Maybe a little bigger, but or I'll just add on to this layout. I'm not sure yet, but this layout looks pretty good, you know. This layout was meant for end scale. That's why, if you guys notice this piece of wood on the front here, because I normally would have never built a layout like this, you know. I would have built it the right way, but it's all flush, you know. It all works. All the joints are smooth. I made sure of that. All the joints are tight, and everything I've run on it runs good. All my taco engines, everything. It's just a good running layout. But I had to add this little board here on the front because the track kind of comes out over it. Because like I said, this was an end scale layout. But it made a pretty good little yard area for right now, you know. I just got done putting this 3-light signal in right here. I'm not sure who made that, but I just thought it was kind of neat. There'll be other things I add on here too. It's not going to be all taco. You know, they never made signals, so I wanted at least one signal on here. But that'll be cool once they get it lit up. But man, that is a pretty steam locomotive. Anyways, let me get it running here. Got my old Troller Auto Pulse. I've talked about that transformer before. That is a great transformer. Paid $5 for that thing. Yeah, I got a little bit of wires here, but I know what each and every one of those wires do, so that's good. But anyways, let me get this thing going here.
One of them said he knew.
I mean, it don't take much to get it going either. It's you can run this thing at slow speeds, fast, you know, whatever. It's just smooth. And this thing is so smooth. All I had to do, I oiled all the side rods. I put a little grease on the gears, and oiled all the tenders wheels with LaBelle oil. That's pretty much all I've had to do to it. Now, this engine don't have a smoke in it. That's the only thing I wish it did have, was a smoke in it, but that's okay. I'll get some later with smoke in it. But honestly, a lot of times those get your engine all nasty, covered in oil and everything. But I mean, you guys can see how smooth that thing's running. It's like a Swiss watch. I mean, it's a great locomotive. It's excellent. I mean, look at that thing, how smooth it's running. I love those side rods too, and that low mounted headlight. I got a pretty good string of cars on here behind it. "12 cars, 11 freight cars and a caboose." That's a pretty good train. I'd guarantee you right now though, I could put another 15 cars behind that and it would pull them. Maybe 10 cars, but This thing will just run and run. It's got a flywheel in it. That's a great locomotive. And it is running on 18 radius here, which is hard to believe. You can actually run a lot of stuff on 18 radius locomotives. A lot of people think you can't, but you can. I mean, I've run SD40s. I've run big locomotives on 18 radius. I ain't never had a problem. Shoot, I've run Walters auto racks on 18 radius. I mean, of course, they're going to hang over a little, but they will work. And that's a great locomotive. There's a guy on YouTube. I don't know if you guys watch that kid. I think his name's Dirty Dan. I'm thinking he's got one of these steam engines. He's got a pretty good channel. If you guys ever seen his channel, it's pretty cool. And Ron's Classic Model Trains, you guys gotta watch him too, man. His channel's excellent. I love his repair videos. He does such a good job on that stuff. I'm thinking he did a repair video of one of these, I think. But, and you guys can see this thing is just running so smooth. That's how you want an HO engine right there. You get one runs like that, you got a pretty good one. Boy, that is running so smooth. And mind you, this track is really old too. That's Tyco True Steel track from like the 80s. And that engine is running that good on it. So don't let anybody ever say that Tyco track ain't no good, the True Steel or the brass, because it is good track. I've never had a problem with Tyco track, brass or True Steel. It's really good track. Shoot, I'd use it any day. Even the switches, brass, True Steel switches, they're all good. All you gotta do is keep them clean. You keep your True Steel and brass track clean, these trains, I mean, they run perfect. Even my Power Torque Tycos, everything, I never had a problem with them running on this Tyco track. The brass or the True Steel, they all run good. It's just keeping it clean, you know. I'll clean this layout here probably maybe, I don't know, maybe once a week. Sometimes 2 times a week. There's been times I have cleaned it 3 times just to have something to do, but you just keep it clean, your trains will run good on it. Yeah, I still can't believe I got that engine for $20, man. That's just unheard of. And you could put a DCC decoder and sound in that engine so easy, it would be simple. Wouldn't be hard at all. And you could put a smoke unit in it if you wanted to. I had a light shining down there. You can see there is a place to mount a smoke unit. So that's cool how they did that. And I'm thinking in the tender there's even a place for like a speaker and stuff if you want to put sound in it. Man, that thing runs good. Well, what a great HO engine. I love that thing. I want to get some more IHC stuff in Mehano. Their steam engines are awesome. I got an old video on my channel you guys can check out. It's from like way back, but well, maybe 2 years ago, possibly 3. But it's of a little IHC Pacific, 6 drive wheels on it. I think it was 462 or something. Yeah, now that one had smoke. I was running on the floor, and boy, that thing, it really smoked good. If you guys want to go back and check out that video, it was a fine running engine too. Sorry, my people I live with here has got Gunsmoke playing in the background. You guys probably hear that a lot. They really like watching the TV show Gunsmoke. I'm sure a lot of you guys like that show too, Gunsmoke, you older gentlemen. I like it. It's a great show.
Things don't look too bad now you're here. Who's that, Greg? The other one called Lauren, wasn't it?
Yeah, this layout's, well, I ain't gonna say finished because they're never finished, but it's getting there. I got another siding I think I'm gonna add right there.
All of a sudden there he was.
And I've got a Tyco crossing with a bell and everything that winds up on. I'm thinking about putting right there. It's pretty neat. See, I wanted to display all Tyco's accessories and run a lot of their trains on here, you know.
Why do men keep saying that?
Just kind of display all their pieces really nicely. I may have to redo this little yard I got on the front here, though. I don't know, because I just recently found the piece that goes to that freight depot, so the pipes roll down on that wooden thing there. But it'll have to go in the front, of course, so I'll have to figure out something here if I want to put that. But for right now, it looks kind of cool sitting right there. But I have tried it. I can load culvert, those pipes there, onto another car. It's actually kind of neat. I'll show it in a video sometime soon.
At least he won't have any more trouble.
Hey, you know what? I could have plugged up my Tyco steam whistle billboard there. Let me see if I can get the plug here.
I never want to see him again.
I do. Just one more time.
Sorry if the camera's a little shaky there. I just thought I'd plug that up. It'd be pretty neat. Make sure I got the right one plugged up here. I don't think I did. Oh, that one's for my lighted depot. Okay. Let's see if I can find it here. I think this is the right one. Sorry about that. Trying to find the right plug here. Alright, now let's see. There it is.
You think he's in there?
I love that thing. It is so cool. I think it sounds so neat. Pretty neat. That is a neat sounding whistle. Pretty cool accessory by Tyco, of course. Pretty neat, pretty neat. I mean, that is so cool. You just can't beat that. I love Tyco accessories. Anyways, I just thought I'd give you guys a look at my new IHC Chesapeake, Ohio mountain steam locomotive here. It's a great engine. I'd highly recommend it. You guys find them at a train show or something, I'd pick it up because they're great locomotives. They run perfect. But anyways, y'all have a good one. I appreciate all y'all watching my channel and commenting and subscribing and everything. I really appreciate it. My channel's getting there. I don't like too much more of you know, getting monetized and everything. I only like so many more watch hours, so you guys are certainly helping make that happen. But I appreciate all y'all comment and everything. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. I try to answer every single comment. I try not to miss one comment. So if you guys message me, I will send you a comment back. But anyways, I appreciate all y'all watching. This is Ron's Trains and More. Out.